Hello and welcome. I'm Sara Bachmeier with Egyptian Numerology, and I'm really excited to announce that my book, The Path of the Wounded Healer, is now published and ready to view. I work with hundreds of lightworkers in my mentorship program, and the path of being a wounded healer is really important to understand, acknowledge, and even digest into one's life if they want to complete their soul's mission. Being a wounded healer is not a path for everyone, so why do some souls choose this path and others don't? In Egyptian numerology, there are specific numbers that carry the path of a wounded healer in their numerology chart. Although the path of a wounded healer is not isolated to a numeric formula, there are special reasons why individuals choose to be born under the influence of a master number, the number 6, and the number 9. And it all comes down to the question, does pain have to be the touchstone to spiritual growth? And in Egyptian numerology, the answer to this question is yes, for the fortunate few who carry specific number frequencies in their numerology chart. And these individuals have quite a different sojourn than the rest of the population. And their path is called a wounded healer. Many will experience the journey of the dark night of the soul at least once in their lifetime, if not more. In fact, in Egyptian numerology, there are specific past life insights to all the number frequencies, but these distinct individuals incarnated to lift the consciousness of mankind through their unique soul life agreements. Egyptian numerology lives under the premise that we all made a contract before birth to come into this lifetime to achieve specific goals and walk a certain path, and this information can be decoded through the number frequencies given from our birth date and our birth name. Under this theory, we choose these specific number vibrations to be born through and all the karmic hardships in our lifetime so we can overcome these difficulties and help heal the world in these qualified areas. All master numbers are endowed with many powers from within, significant strengths, and many more challenges than other numbers. People with these numbers normally realize early in life that they have the capacity to accomplish a great deal with relatively little effort. They contain superpowers hidden within their frequency, and they are here to obtain personal power, spiritual evolution, but most of all, to be healers for the wounded through their own personal transformation. And they will undergo the difficulties and challenges that only a true spiritual warrior and devotional disciple of higher wisdom could ever dream combating in one lifetime. People who carry the frequency of master numbers, many experience exceptionally painful, turbulent childhoods and must use these experiences to create a better world because of it and not despite it. If anything, the path of a master number is more karmic than other numbers because they often must transcend more difficulties than other numbers to excel in the first place. As many of them are original thinkers, they end up working alone or find themselves in a position to defend ideas against maybe a hostile majority. They deal with obstacles that daunt the stoutest of hearts. A wounded healer is a person who specifically contracted before birth to undergo challenges and hardships that often lead to disabilities, trauma, PTSD, illnesses, and a period called the dark night of the soul. And the reason behind these unpleasant life circumstances are to achieve the vital lessons, come out the other side, and gain empathy and compassion to connect with others, and also to be of service to humankind at a very large capacity. By overcoming their challenges, they enter the golden chamber of honor, which allows them to bask in divine light and become a channel for eternal oneness with Source. And only advanced souls with a high spiritual directive choose to be born under these powerful frequencies. Our higher selves, angels, and our spirit guides would never allow us to be born under these commanding forces unless convinced that we have the experience, the stamina, foresight, and the ability to use our potential wisely and for the highest good of all involved. The true power of these numbers lie in the magic of transformation, because when they transmute their challenges, they automatically raise the consciousness of the masses. Energetically and on a collective consciousness level, when one person heals from these experiences, it helps to heal hundreds of thousands of victims still held hostage by their suffering, their fears, inner demons, and conflicts. Therefore, it is considered one of the highest honors given to human existence. Past life healing and soul awareness lets us evolve faster when we heal the wounds that are constantly repeating while moving through this life with more guidance and understanding. And that is powerful. In one lifetime, we hold the power to heal hundreds of past, current, and future versions of ourselves. Not only that, but in healing ourselves and breaking patterns, we release our ancestors and our children from suffering these patterns, and we get to repair the world in the process. And this is literally one of the most profound conditions we are all here to accomplish. We are here to awaken to this potentmeter, clear these lives, and birth a new earth, a place where people are raised in love, awareness, healing, and soul. The beginning of our real-life utopia, the new earth, and the salvation of humanity always starts with ourself. Of course, we are all given free will, and some individuals who carry these frequencies will not always serve the light. As we have found, there are those who have used their powers against the light and have caused harm instead of healing. And there are souls who do not make it through the dark night of the soul, and they choose to terminate their incarnation early. Some people in the limelight who carry these numbers in their birth chart are Oprah Winfrey, Barack Obama, Charles Manson, Whitney Houston, James Dean, Eckhart Tolle, Louise Hay, the Dalai Lama, Adolf Hitler, Wayne Dyer, Joseph Stalin, Neil Diamond, Leonardo da Vinci, Britney Spears, Neil Young, Jim Carrey, Keanu Reeves, Donald Trump, Meryl Streep, Michael Jackson, Mark Twain, Brad Pitt, John Lennon, Bill Gates, and Michelle Obama, to mention only a few. My first book, Egyptian Numerology, Emergence into the Fifth Dimension, was originally written to accompany me as an instruction booklet for when I teach classes and workshops. And it delves into the importance of raising our vibration so that we can tap into the higher qualities offered by our number frequencies. In that book, I list corresponding properties, and I give many examples of elements that vibrate and resonate to each number. I explain how Egyptian numerology, when combined with the law of attraction, can help us maximize our personal development and achieve our desires by raising our spirits, our energy, or vibrations to align with the number frequencies in our birth and our name chart. And I give specific details of techniques that I have used to discover the secret realms and doorways of higher consciousness. There are references to how all of life is connected to number frequencies and not just limited to characteristics and personality types. By choosing to implement other elements in our use of numbers, we get to open our imaginations to the highest form of creativity and manifestation. We raise our vibrations by lifting our spirits through action that brings us joy, happiness, and peace. Or we can create an elevated vibe by practicing disciplines that ramp up our energy levels. And this includes meditation, chanting, yoga, exercise, breath work, singing, and even composing. These are only a few activities that offer us this natural high. Now, The Path of the Wounded Healer, Liberation is for the Asking, is a sequel to my first book, and it focuses on the importance of the challenges that we face in life. There are specific number frequencies that we choose to be born under that influence our emotional maturity. And once I understood that my personal traumas in life were predetermined and in alignment with the path that I have chosen to take in life, it really helped me perceive the bigger picture that I don't always have access to. It encouraged me to accept my trials and tribulations with honor. It steered my devotion to always seek my truth and advised me with answers to some of the toughest questions, like, why do bad things happen to good people? And if there is a God, why do so many innocent animals and people suffer? Why isn't life fair? What happens to people who do not heal their wounds? And what is the significance of remembering a past life? And finally, what is the meaning of the fifth dimension? While Egyptian numerology's primary focus is on numbers, those who study with me know that to access our highest possibilities and probabilities, an evolution in consciousness must take place. In the process of raising our awareness, we are perceptive to signs, symbols, and synchronicities in nature, like number sequencing. We learn to see, hear, feel, and sense other realms because they are doorways into a greater understanding of the dimensions around us. If you are a wounded healer, or you think that you might be, this book will help you identify with the urgent aspects of your soul's life purpose and allow you to put in perspective the truth about your incarnation at this time on our planet. Let me know if you resonate with this information by liking, sharing, subscribing, or commenting below. And may your journey's path always be illuminated with truth and wisdom. Have a wonderful week. Namaste.